Good morning, Denise here from Junk Journal, Junkie UK. Lovely, beautiful morning here in Lincolnshire. Beautiful and sunny in the UK. Hope you're having lovely weather wherever you are. So you can see on screen here what I made last video, which was the napkin decoupage piece of music paper. And if you saw that video, you'll remember that I had a bit of a line, a crease going through it, and I couldn't get rid of it, and it's actually taken on some of the colour from the napkin in that crease. It happens sometimes, and there's nothing wrong with it. I could use it, or I will use it for a journal cover, and I'll just put some lace or something, disguise it over there. Oops, two things on there. No, it'll be trimmed down. By the time I've maybe got a label or a picture or something on it, it'll be a beautiful cover. But for what I was wanting this for, I want the cover and the music paper and the napkin to sing a bit. I want it to be the main focus of the actual cover. So luckily when I did this one, when I turned the camera off, I did another one as well, because I had everything out, the Mod Podge and everything out. So luckily I've got two ready to go, and I'm going to use the other one for what I intended this one for originally, to do with you as a cover. So I have just backed that with some just thin cotton, I think it is, just ordinary, might be poly cotton actually, and sewn round it, which is what I'm going to do with this next one. But having done that, I've decided I would like it a bit thicker as well, so we can probably consider this one a bit of a run through. And on this one, which I'm going to do with you, I'll show you it first. Show you another beautiful flowery napkin, and again it's still got some of the creases and lines in it, but I don't mind that. It does feel like fabric. It feels like yeah, quite a nice strong fabric, but the colour for some reason hasn't run on this one. I don't know why, because I was probably trying so hard to get that line out. I think I maybe over wet the napkin there, or it could be that it was just a strong colour that as soon as you wet it, it ran. So anyway, this one I prefer. It's got a lighter background on it, and this is one that we're going to work with. So what I'm going to do is, just to make it that little bit stronger, is back it with just a piece of ordinary plain cardstock, and then back it with the material, and then sew around the edges like I have on this one. So I'll make a start. And I was thinking, while I was doing getting this one out ready, this would be a nice cover to put like some magazine pages in it, something, you know, thick and crinkly, just to thicken it up, so that when you actually bend it over as a cover, it's got a lot more stability, but it's still soft and bendy, and it's got that lovely noise, you know, that crinkly noise and texture that a lot of journalers and junk journalers like. Now I don't have to go too mad with the glue this time. You can see it's very gloopy still because of the hot weather here. Don't have to go too mad with it because I'm stitching it on the machine. And my plan is to pause the video, because my machine's not here on this table. Once I've done this, go and stitch it quickly, and then come back to you and let you see it. And then there'll be a part 2 up fairly straight afterwards, hopefully, showing you me sewing the signature into it. So that's my plan for your videos today, is to show you how I make the cover and then to sew the signature into that as well. So if you remember when I did the front cover, I said don't worry too much about the edges, they'll probably be chopped off. All I've done is gone round it not too closely and taken the excess off with a pair of scissors once it was dry. I didn't do it till it was dry, because once this card is on, the material is on and it's sewn around, then I'll trim it back properly. I'll be able to see where the stitching is, etc., and that's when we'll get a nice neat edge on the edge of it. Okay, so it's not going, like I say, it's not going to need too much glue, and Pritt stick is fine, or any kind of glue stick, and it will also just hold this fabric on as well at the same time, because the stitching will do the final job. So I think this is directional, this material, so I want to make sure, don't know what I'm doing with that on, make sure I've got it the right way up, or the way up that I want it. Yeah, which I think is that way, and that's the right way up, so we'll go like that. Drop it down in the middle. Whoops. Okay, very forgiving. That's it, just press it down, and you'll notice that I didn't go right up to the edges with the glue. It doesn't need it because of the fact that it's going to be stitched, but also I don't really want to be, because I'm going to stitch it straight away rather than just let it dry, so you can see. I don't want to put my needle through lots of wet glue and gloop it up, otherwise I'm looking for trouble there. So that bit's really, really simple. Obviously, you know, you'll be able to take your time like I did with this one and not get the bad crease in it. So that's it, that's all I'm going to do for now. So I'm going to go off and sew it. I'll pause the video, go off and sew it,